Welcome back to Invincibles, everyone. It looks like the market has been selling off throughout the day. Not many stocks have been holding up pretty nicely, but BTBT has been. I'm going to go over exactly what has to happen for us to continue going to tomorrow and exactly where you guys can find these breakout alerts so you guys do not miss out on them again. And the only thing I ask in return is you guys smash that like button and hit subscribe if you guys want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that we mentioned throughout the week. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over BTBT with you guys here on the 15-minute chart so you guys can see exactly what we're looking at going to tomorrow and exactly which key resistance we're trying to break above on the 4-hour. But before we get started, I want to mention that we did have a very key resistance that we did mention a couple days ago here at 911, and breaking above that 911 mark was very key for us. And sure enough, we did break at the body of the candle above this 911 mark, and we continue to break out since then, coming back up, testing the 50 MA, bouncing off of the 50 MA, while the 20 MA was still above the 50 MA, showing us bullish momentum, showing us that we may continue. And sure enough, we did bounce off the 50 MA and continue to break out since then. And again, we did alert this one really early at 6:48 a.m. as you guys can see here in the Invincibles room. So if you guys want to see all these penny stock breakout alerts throughout the day, go to invincibles.com in the description below. You guys will never miss a penny stock breakout alert. Again, we also did mention Hood today. We had an amazing breakout. They had 2 halts today, and we had a continuation breakout on each one of those halts. And we did mention this one really early as well. We mentioned this about a couple days ago that Hood was going to possibly break that $40 IPO spike price, and we continue to break out since then. So again, if you guys want to see all these breakouts throughout the day, go to invincibles.com. And as you guys can see here, 911 was a very key resistance. As you guys can see, we did mention this one a couple days ago right here. So you guys can see here, our major resistance is here at $9.11. So 911 was very key for us, and we have been continuously breaking out since then. And what exact resistance are we going to be trying to break above going to tomorrow is the question. And I'm going to back up to the 4-hour so you guys can see what we're looking at here. So as you guys can see here on the 4-hour, we have been breaking out, but I'm going to pull up the VPVR here. Again, this is the volume profile, the most amount of volume that was traded within the stock's time period. And I do want to mention this is exactly why we are getting rejected exactly at this point is, and as you guys can see here on the VPVR showing us the most amount of volume that was traded within the stock's time period, we are getting rejected here at 1350 on that continuation sell-off that we did have. As you guys can see, we could not break the body of the candle above this price. As you guys can see, we did have a couple bounces right before we had that continuation sell-off as well. We also did have a confirmation on a breakout previously in the stock. So in my opinion, breaking over 1350 going into tomorrow is very key for us to hold above. If we can hold over 1350 with volume, then we could have a continuation. But however, as you guys can see, overall, we have been on a sell-off. So I definitely would be careful. Make sure the play does come to us. Make sure we do get that volume because we could get a rejection here at 1350 and possibly break over 1350 and get rejected on a candle wick. And if we do not break over 1350 with the body of the candle here on the 4-hour, in my opinion, then we could get rejected here as it is a very key resistance for us to break above. And if Bitcoin does not break over 42,000 very soon, in my opinion, then we will come down and consolidate. We could continue to break out, but in my opinion, we could come down and consolidate if Bitcoin does not break over 40,000, and especially if it does not break over 42,000. And if we do break over this 42,000 mark, then we could have a continuation and possibly coming up to test our next resistance here at around $17. As you guys can see, we did get rejections multiple times and had a continuation sell-off at this point as well. So breaking over the 17 mark would be very key for us to have a continuation after this 1350 mark if we do get volume. So again, BTBT still definitely on the watch with the amount of volume that we have been having, especially with not many stocks holding up pretty nicely. But however, BTBT has been the monster that we have been looking at multiple times, and we're going to see if we can continue. But again, make sure the play comes to us. Make sure we do get volume. As you guys can see, we have been breaking out, but we do have a decrease in volume since our major spike that we had on Tuesday. And I want to make sure we do break over this volume point that we did have on Tuesday. As you guys can see, we did come up and we got rejected exactly at this point. We want to break above this point, in my opinion, to have more confirmation, especially after a huge bounce play that we did have from our previous consolidation point that we did have here. So as you guys can see, we did have a strong reaction because we did previously consolidate at this point, showing us that we had a very strong support that we were going to possibly bounce off of, and that's exactly what has been happening. So in my opinion, based on this bounce play and based on the momentum, we need to make sure we do break up with volume, and we need to make sure that we do get Bitcoin again to break over 42,000. But again, BTBT still definitely on the watch, and we're going to let the play come to us. Make sure we do get volume and make sure we do get more confirmation. But however, BTBT has been on quite the run, and we have been alerting this one throughout the day. And again, if you guys want to see all these breakouts throughout the day, you guys know what to do. Go to invincibles.com in the description below. You guys will never miss a penny stock breakout alert throughout the day again. And again, everybody that has been supporting the channel and everybody that has been in the comment section, I appreciate every one of you guys. Much love to you guys. And if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.